Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that is feeling like they might be a little obsessed with you. It says, I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. I stalk your socials, and I hope I run into you when I'm out. And then we also have the Lost card. I feel lost without you, hence the title. So there's a concern in terms of, does the other person think about them as much as they do? What are they up to? Does there actually, I don't know, is there a chance that things could get back together, right? Or things would I can't talk. This person's probably struggling in terms of finding the right words, but this is clearly like, I just want to have you near me and I don't know what to do. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Hello there. How's it going, Rachel? Yes, exactly. Hello there, Bradley. I hope you're doing well. Let's start with the Miracle Tarot, shall we? All right. What else do we have? If you want a personal reading, I have my email address in the description box below. How's it going, Holy Yoga? I hope you're doing well. You can't really see it, but this just flew right into the spot where I normally keep these cards. We have the Fool in the reverse. Knight of Rings or Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So it may have taken a little while, but we have somebody that is looking to, I want to say, like, chart a new course. They want to do something that differs from the paths or the decisions they've made before. This could be somebody who has changed what they do for work. This could be somebody who's in the process of building a more stable future, maybe getting an education, distancing themselves from unhealthy relationships. This King of Swords, though, I feel like primarily they're working on something regarding knowledge or wisdom and spiritual awakening. But that'll naturally have a positive influence, in my opinion, on the other areas of your life. But we have the Two of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Rings in the reverse. Magician in the reverse. I know now that what I did was choose to not invest in something, or perhaps I expected more from the other person than I was willing to give. And I think they understand now that's not how things work. If you want something to have longevity or, potential for a long-term connection, you have to, obviously communicate, but generally speaking, you're looking at an equitable partnership, right? Hello there, Peggy. Yes. Ooh. Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, and the Empress. Okay, so we have concerns that some words that were spoken, or perhaps the perception that the other person is mad, is creating this distance or this sadness, this I feel lost without you. And the King of Swords is thinking about the Empress. What else do we know? Did you not flip over? Okay. Fine. Judgment in the reverse, High Priestess in the reverse, Queen of Wands. So if I want to correct this situation, I could sit here and just daydream about things and feel bad about what happened or worry about how mad somebody is. Otherwise, I could actually like do the things I know that would put me on a course to have that reconciliation or to be able to right those wrongs. So at least getting to a point where I could have that conversation that I know you're hoping to have eventually. Well, you could be dealing with someone that doesn't want to reconcile, but I feel like for the majority of you, this is one of those situations where two people are missing each other. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Emperor, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords in the reverse. So I have been anxious. I have been worried. I have, done what I can or controlled the controllables. I'm working to make sure that everything is the way it should be. And I've removed my mental blocks that cause this anxiety. Maybe there's a fresh perspective this Emperor King of Swords has on life. They're able to realize now, maybe because somebody was a little bit harsh in the last conversation, what they need to do differently. And they've been open-minded, willing to make changes, and actually taking action on those decisions. Not just, I'll do that next Tuesday. I'm sure I'll have time. Because there's an awareness that I could just keep doing the same thing over and over again, but that's not what I want. So if I want a different situation, I have to make some changes on my own as well, right? Hello there, Shanice. How are you doing? What else do we have? Three of Wands. Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. I like it. This idea of monogamy or long-term relationship, having a family, buying a house, whatever it might be, the idea of change and change that requires significant action was a lot for this person to do. Maybe they already had a lot on their plate. Maybe they were dealing with some family issues. Maybe they weren't confident that they were ready for this level of commitment. This person needed to take some time, okay? But as they've taken some time or stepped back, they've been checking your socials like it's their job. Oh, it's been 17 minutes already. I better go check it again. I might have missed something, Golly. I've got Knight of Cups in the reverse, High Priestess, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So I've, gone through those difficult times. I may have even been a little bit depressed. I do have the, I feel lost without you card, but I think we have an embrace of the intuition or connection one has to the universe that is guiding them to make the right choices to get to this reconciliation or this opportunity to see this person that they miss. This is the Golden Lenormand. Hello, Johnny. With your cup of tea? Well, maybe it's coffee. It's probably coffee, huh? What else do we have? Number 22, which is about paths, choosing a path. And we've got a masculine energy, likely that Emperor, King of Swords. Remember, this is energy, not bodies. So anyone could be this King of Swords, Emperor. But the decision to choose whether they want to kind of level up and do things a little bit differently or continue on as they have has been a pretty serious focus for them, because they know what they would really like to do is get to the point where they can finally make something serious here, you know, move in, ask someone to marry them, something along those lines. All right, this is the energy oracle. Man holding a coin. It's number 43. Walking away, number 27, and number 44, woman holding a heart. Okay. So in other words, our King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the person who took a while, they could have Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in their chart. They may have taken a while to figure out what they wanted to do, but now I see them rushing in, wanting to have a conversation. That Rider card, Rider, is about somebody that shows up in person after they have previously been the one to walk away, but they are highly motivated to reconcile or find another opportunity to talk to this woman holding a heart. Is it her heart or is it his? Tune in next time to find out. Just kidding. It could be both. All right, this is the situations deck. What else do we have? Projected, future, days, weeks, months, pretending, fake, living beyond means, magnetic, inexplainable pull, can't resist. So look, I feel like within the next several weeks here, we have somebody that is going to let you know that part of the reason they needed to take some time away was to deal with their living situation. They may have been pretending they were happy where they were living, what they were doing for work, or how finances were going, who their friends were. Whatever it was, they've been making some changes here. And it's setting them up to be in a better situation as far as stability and also their own happiness. But they feel pulled to do something that allows them to share their life with this woman holding a heart. Again, don't get too caught up on those genders, okay? What else do we have? Oh, we got the Twin Flames card, you guys. Oh, Lord. And the Receipts card and the reverse. This is like, I think you're my twin flame. I think you're the only one for me, or I feel like you're the only one I could actually see myself with long term. But with the proof or show me card in the reverse, this is, I can't really explain to anyone why I think that. I can't explain why you're my person. If I try to explain how I know that you are my other half, I just sound completely out of, like, off my rocker. Nobody thinks I'm, with it. So there could be some resistance to talking about how this person feels about you or you for them, because there isn't really a common timeline or the indicators one would normally use. You could have some you could have some notes that you've written to each other. This is the Golden Girls. What else do we have? Four of Cups. Temperance in the reverse, Queen of Cups. I'm sorry I rejected you. It created more disruption in my life than I would have expected. I didn't think that I would miss you as much as I did. I didn't know that I loved you as much as I did or do. But they're being honest now about, I feel like this Queen of Cups is actually the masculine energy because it's clarifying our King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's willing to put a little bit more on the line. They're willing to actually be honest about how they feel. Whereas previously, maybe that was a little not their cup of tea. We've got the Knight of Cups, an offer. This Knight of Cups is clarifying the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I might have been uncomfortable making an offer before. I might not have known how to approach you before, but now, whatever, I have to say something. Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Nine of Cups. This could be somebody rushing in a little bit crazy, like maybe they didn't brush their hair before they came to see you. Hello, daughter of Saturn. How you doing? Because, you know, you're what they want. For some of you, this person didn't believe in soulmates until they met you, or twin flames. For those of you who have watched my channel for a while, you know my general opinion on twin flames is use that ish to inspire you to become your best self, right? Be awesome for you because you deserve it. Treat yourself well, and you will attract those kind of people that want to treat you that way as well. But it's a lot of connect and disconnect, connect and disconnect. And what kind of learning can you do in solitude or on your own before you potentially have an opportunity to reconcile with this person? It's not for the faint of heart, and a lot of people over romanticize it. And sometimes it's what motivates you to be happy in a way that doesn't require a relationship. I think sometimes people lose sight of that. But other times you both do the work and you're able to find that chance to live out what you have been daydreaming about, right? So we have the Magician, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. I know that what I did was ask for somebody like the person that I encountered, and then I found a way to mess it up. Maybe there was some self-sabotage here, but there was definitely a sense of disappointment or even betrayal. You know, I wish I had communicated better. I wish that I had been there. I wish that I had answered the phone or told you what I was feeling. It could be a lot of those things that this person says. They don't feel like they showed you the loyalty or the kindness that you showed them. They may have felt restricted in some way, or like they couldn't really spend time or get to know you the way they wanted to. With the Eight of Swords, there was some sort of mental block here. They might have been in the midst of healing. They might have been in the midst of a lot of chaos in their life, not wanting to perhaps drag you into it, right? After the Emperor, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like they were dealing with some codependent relationship or behavior that they knew was not meant to continue for them. This is the Everyday Tarot. What else do we have? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Moon. Secretive. Avoidant. Not interested in commitment, hoping to get people to chase them. These are all things that could have been true of this individual. I definitely don't feel like they were interested in relationships. All of these cards would suggest, I would like to get attention. I would like to feel wanted. I would like to think that I have a way to connect to other people. But if you want me to do something about it, if you want me to be in a long-term relationship, if you want me to write you a love letter, I don't know about that. I'm busy. Sorry. It's not really their thing. Or it wasn't. It might be now. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. 8 of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. So now that I feel like I have gotten through whatever this obstacle was, dealt with this codependent behavior or individual, whatever it is, I finally feel like I'm at this Nine of Pentacles energy. This is, I have, a good grasp on my intuition. I'm also feeling more independent, or I'm able to take care of myself, feeling successful. I feel like this is primarily about independence and somebody who is more independent because they're listening to their intuition instead of what everybody else says, especially if there's doubt being cast on this connection. People that don't feel like these two would make sense or would be happy together. King of Swords, Queen of Wands in the reverse, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse. So acknowledging on the masculine side, whoever resonates with the Emperor, I can't be secretive. I can't make people chase me. Sometimes the responsibility lies with me, especially if I feel like I did something that I need to apologize about, or if I need to be more obvious about how I feel, admit that I have feelings, because this seems like somebody who was not willing to be honest about those feelings, or didn't find a good time to communicate or confess that love. Seven of Wands. Remember, we got the ring, right? This is somebody who's been thinking about long term. They're like, yeah, no, you probably think I forgot about you. You probably think that I haven't been thinking about you. You might see me looking at your social media, but what I'm really doing is working up the courage to come through, because I feel like the divine timing has finally arrived. Confess just how much I love you. And then for Wands, I want to level things up. I want to move towards you. I want to move in with you. I want to get married. I want to start a family, whatever it is. This is long-term commitment, something they were not able to or willing to pursue previously. So what changed? This is the What's the News deck. I'm glad to hear it, Michael. What's changed here? Just curious. We have Black Sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. This person's like, yeah, I get it. Everybody else does something different. Nobody would believe this would work, this twin flame dynamic. There's something a little strange about the two of you, and that's okay. That's maybe why it works. We have a rejection of what everybody else thinks or what I should do because that's what they would do. That's fine. I'm okay with doing what everybody else doesn't think that I should do. You can live your life. I will live my life. But we have an interest in taking somebody out on a date, even if it's not really what everyone else thinks you should be doing. Yep, reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends, squad. This person feels like they can actually trust you, and they don't feel that way about a lot of people. I think it's deeper than that. I think they actually feel like you're their other half. But they're nervous because there's somebody else here. They don't want to know that they are approaching you or pursuing a conversation with you. All right. So tell me why do we have somebody tiptoeing? This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. They're so small, though. I have to admit, like, I kind of struggle to shuffle. I'm trying to make it work, yeah? Why are we tiptoeing? Why are we sneaking around? Oh, very sneaky. We've got the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Five of Swords in the reverse. So I've been waiting for the right time. I've been executing on a plan. He's got plans right in front of him. This is actually maps of the constellation. So I feel like there's a specific time this person's been waiting for. Divine timing, the right month, the right lunar cycle, whatever it is. This person feels like they have to do this at the right time, but they're willing to let go of this secret that they've been holding on to. And they're hoping that they can make amends with this person that they've been, just kind of watching a little bit from afar. What else do we have? Three of Pentacles. 10 of Swords in the reverse. There's somebody here that's offering to help. I feel like this is a trustworthy friend. Somebody who makes a suggestion as to, what could be said, what could be done. Four of Swords to heal a situation. So this is advice from perhaps somebody that's older, or maybe even somebody who's in therapy of some sort, as in probably a therapist. But this is, or even a counselor, this is somebody who's taking very seriously what is the best approach, because they don't want to mess it up. Hanged Man. They have a different perspective. They realize they have to make the decisions that will get them where they want to be, which is, sitting on a couch next to you or going on adventures with you. Two of Swords, Fool in the reverse. They're real nervous they're going to make a misstep here. What's this Fool in the reverse? Judgment. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're worried that something from their past is going to negate whatever they've done to address it. Maybe I've already messed it up. Maybe I've already irritated that person enough where they don't really care what I've done. I could have done all the work in the world and they'd still be like, well, you know what? Remember that thing that you did 6 months ago? Remember that thing you did 3 years ago? Remember that thing you did 8 years ago? Well, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Hello there, Christina. How are you doing? Ooh, that doesn't sound like a very polite thing to do. I'm sorry about that, girl. We've got the High Priestess in the reverse and the Page of Cups. So even though there are people who might think it's a little bit crazy that I would like to make an offer, or even though there are people who think it's a little bit crazy that I want to pursue this connection, it's really just because they don't understand. It's really just because they don't maybe feel the same way, or they haven't gone through a similar experience. And that could be true. It could also just be one of those situations where somebody is unwilling to think anybody else really goes through what they go through. You know what I mean? This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? Heart, number 7, emotional awakening, creativity, intuition, follow your heart. So because they fell in love, or because they really do want this future, they have expanded their horizons to include or even prioritize a life with somebody that they feel comfortable with, or they feel like they can be themselves with. We have number 40, the Stand, courage, determination, fearlessness. I may have been scared to commit to you. I may have been scared to daydream about what a life with you would be like. But I'm not going to let that fear stop me anymore. I'm going to at least give it the old college try. I'm going to confess how I feel. I'm going to talk to you. You might reject me. I might not get what I want, but I'm certainly not going to get what I want if I don't say anything at all. I could sit here and watch your socials all the time and think about how things could go, or I could actually say something. And when this person feels this pull, they feel like it's the right time. That's when the decision has to happen. Are you going to, have a Paul Revere moment, ride into town on your horse, and apparently, ask for a serious relationship? Or are you going to instead delegate that to the daydreams and move on to something else? Kind of feels like this person's pretty focused on making this work somehow. Whether or not they're successful depends on, obviously, their approach and who they're approaching. This is the Romance Angels Oracle. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we also have worth waiting for. So yes, it's been a little bit of a wait. Yes, you may have gotten a little impatient. It's okay. Go grab a cookie, go watch a movie, or, do some yoga. But things are about to change. Things are about to get a little bit better for you, a little more exciting. For some of you, you may not end up with a twin flame, and that's fine. If you don't end up with a twin flame, there's probably something better for you out there. As long as you're doing the healing work, right? Thank you, everyone, for the likes and subscribes, and for showing up on a late night reading for me. I will see you on the next reading. Doodles. Hello, Upper Echelon.